Well, it's springtime in Alberta once again, and the birds are singing, the frogs are croaking, the grass is greening, and the sun is shining, and hopefully melting all those snowbanks in the bush up north, for we are back on the blacktop and bound for bear country as we embark upon the big adventure that is Spring Bear 2022. Bear hunting to me is the perfect combination of anticipation and tradition. You just never know what's going to happen at the end of the trail, how the events will unfold, but at the same time, it's the same trail that we've been retracing for 3 generations. So we're eastbound from Wainwright on Highway 14, and just up ahead of us is a place everybody in the area will have been to, but nobody knows about. This intersection intersects Highway 14 and 894, and one we refer to affectionately as Grapefruit Corner. So many years ago, back in the day when Dad and Uncle Albie were making this exact same trip up north, Dad was a lot like me. He would eat his fruit for breakfast, but he wouldn't like to eat it right away. He always had to wait a little bit. So they would get all their hunting gear ready, their quads loaded and their trailers filled up, and they would head north on Dulcie Browning Road. And about half hour into the trip, they would be sitting here at this intersection, at which time Dad would always dig out his grapefruit and eat it before they would carry on. So this happened over several years, and ever since then, this corner has always been called Grapefruit Corner. And we're just waiting on Mark and the guys to catch up to us. This has now become our rendezvous point, and so this one's for you, Dad. Hope we have a good year. Hey, you remember your grapefruit this morning? Good thing I brought an extra one then. Well, today is Mother's Day, so you're going to want to reach out to your mama, tell her you love her, send her some flowers, give her a hug, whatever it takes to show your appreciation. Because Mama, you know I love you, and you know I appreciate you, and I understand that without mamas, there'd be no bloodline. Enter major obstacle number 1. The landowner did some brushing this winter and knocked all the trees down on the trail that we normally take into this bait. And we got about 3/4 of a mile to go down there. We got 2 chainsaws. Guess we'll put them to work. When the going gets tough bust out the old steel carbide, baby. Bad kitty! Bad kitty! Not a whole episode just on bacon this year. just finished my trek up here to our annual May-long hangout, just in time for Mother Nature to give it a good rinse. So when the rain stops, we'll get camp set up, wait for Bryce and Kelsey and the rest of the gang to show up over the next 24 hours and get after it for the next 5 days.
Got a little bear camp.
Cabela's table here has seen better days, but in its defense, it's seen a lot of days. I bet you I've had this thing for 2 decades. And you know what? It still holds the old whiskey cup just fine. So we're all set up here at Bear Camp, and it's just nice to get back to nature. You know, the quiet except for the generator in the background. But, you know, just to escape all of the technology that we're surrounded with most of the time.
The screens, man.
Battle of Alberta. You gotta do it.
Oh
Oh no!
Cut over, do something different.
Cut!
Buddy?
I'm Ron, Shay's dad. How are you?
Nice to meet you. This is Ed Heart of your soul, man. Feels good.
Feels good. He's gonna shoot his first player.
Oh, I'm super pumped.
No,
There's lots here, man.
I did shoot my first bear last
You shot
year.
your first bear
I
last
just
year.
missed.
You just, yes. You're gonna get your first one. Does that make?
What's
Yes,
the correct
yes,
wordage
I feel
on
good
this?
about
Is
this.
it
I feel good
harvest?
about it.
Is it get? Is it
Catch, kill,
capture,
obtain.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go obtain a bear tonight.
He's going to succeed.
And among the many storylines we're following this weekend is we are going to show Miss Kelsey Reeves her first bear at a bear bait.
Yes, very excited.
We're going to the bait where Bryce had his double play last year, and the cameras are indicating that there are bear there nonstop. So I would bet my bottom dollar that we will see a bear within the first hour.
safe bet?
Sounds good to me.
Kelsey is definitely our good luck charm this year. Less than 5 minutes, and there was a young black in here. And before we even got to the bait, Kelsey saw 4 bear, including a beautiful blonde at the other bait.
Wow. What a color.
That didn't take long.
That didn't
No.
take.
Yeah, I haven't even got to the stand yet.
Not even at the right bait yet.
And on the trail to this one, a huge chocolate stood up on the trail in front of us, but we weren't quick enough with the camera. But hopefully he comes into this bait. He was only a quarter mile away. It just shows you how many bear are in the area. This is going to be a good weekend. Being as this was our first night on stand, we really weren't targeting any particular bear. We knew there was lots coming in, even some nice ones. What we really wanted was to let Kelsey experience the thrill of being in the close presence of these magnificent animals. And she saw a bear right away. It was awesome. And we really didn't get too excited until the big chocolate showed up. And he appeared briefly in the forest, at which point Bryce grabbed his bow, and you'd have had a hard time if you were a mosquito trying to stay on Bryce's knee, because a little bit of bear fever kicked in, and and when my brother gets bear fever, I get bear fever, and then my knee started going. Actually, I was a little cool. Temperature was dropping, and I was just starting to shiver a little bit. Anyway, the big brown never did come in, and just as well, we were happy with the evening's events, and we went back to camp, and we knew that we had lots more fun coming our way. So one of the greatest things about bear camp is the non-existence of an agenda. If you want to sleep, you sleep. If you want to eat, you eat. If you want to play games, have a visit, drink a beer, read a book, shoot your bow, you go do it.
20!
Why?
29 for nothing.
Looks like you guys are changing gears.
Yeah, going from first to hell yeah.
Now, there's not enough time to do everything that you might like to do, but we always find time to do a little fishing.
We gotta get some dinner tonight because we got a fish fry to have. So we're gonna bust out the rods and get them. Just doing a little fishing.
I sold him.
Jesus. Give the fish a chance here. Rook-a-doop-doo.
So with the shenanigans on the afternoon of day 3 winding down, it was time to get the camel back on and head out to the stands. And what we were in store for was one of the most epic nights of bear hunting in our history. So it's 6 o'clock on day 3 of our hunt. The sun finally came out, which is nice, but it's not making filmography that good with all the shadows, but we're going to do our best. And it's been quite a few years since Mark and I sat together, and even more since Mark loosed an arrow at a black bear, and he said he wouldn't shoot another one unless it was a nice color bear. Well, we've got some trail cam pics of what looks to be a pretty cool looking blonde at this bait, so we're going to wait him out to see if we can get a little better look at him. Should be okay there. That's a perfect angle there. What do you want to do? He's done. Buddy. The perfect shot. He's expired 7 steps from the base of our tree. Unbelievable. You hard shot him, man. That is as clean a kill as you'll get. Oh, yeah. Well, this is a trophy if I ever saw one. They don't make them that color very often.
No.
The hunt was a quick one. We were in the stand by 6, and by 5 to 7 she was all said and done. Pretty cool experience coming from behind us, and he was followed by a nice little brown as well that surprised us coming in underneath our stand. Almost had a shot the first time he come in, and he grabs a piece of meat and took off, and come back in a little bit later and got a perfect quartering away shot. How'd the shot feel?
Good, actually. Not too bad at all.
You didn't seem like you're shaking too badly.
No, a little bit before that. But.
Right. Yeah, like I said, Mark's been a spectator for many years since he shot that big old black at the other bait there, but he said he was after a color, and pretty hard to pass up a nice pretty one like that, and made a super good shot. The thing went literally like 5 yards, and it's quite a solemn experience to have an animal expire at the base of your tree stand. But at the end of the day, that's what you want, is a quick, efficient kill, and it died as quick as you could have hoped it to. So we've got 3 other baits on the go tonight, and they're all filled with people. So I suspect that this might not be the only bear we get to show you here.
Welcome back to more intense bear excitement. Myself, Kelsey, and Wilmer are on a mission tonight, and he's up to redeem himself from his oh-so-close adventure last season. Close. Okay, guys, bring it in. Let's do this. For tonight's luck, good fortune. Boom. Let's go get him. So we're just getting set up here. I walked in on a really nice-looking black. I think it's the one with the limp that they've been looking at. And then another one smaller back in the bush. So Jeremy's getting ready, getting in the zone. There it is. Wow, the face of a champion. Nice shot, man. That was quick. That was right on the money, man. That was BBD. BBD.
I'm just happy about that. I'm happy that he went down quick.
Coming down out of the stand, we made a group decision that we're gonna go get the bear and go fishing by the time those other guys even get back. But first we gotta go get Wilmer's trophy here. Well, buddy, take us through what went through your head in the last 10 minutes.
Well, I mean, we saw that guy come in, and
Yeah.
he was a little tentative at first, I guess.
Yeah.
And then we thought we were going to have, a foursome in the tree. He came pretty close, but then
He did come close, yeah, he thought about it.
walked around, and then I'm glad I listened to your advice on drawing when I did, because he walked right into the draw.
Shot looked good, man. Shot looked really, really good. There's the old Lumi. The old Lumi knock. This has got to be, without a doubt, one of my most favorite parts of bringing people hunting these animals, because we already know what's happened, but it doesn't get real until 40 yards that way. Bear, buddy. Look what you did. It's 7:20. We're gonna take Wilmer's bear here, gut it out, and try to get it bagged up so we can get it cold tonight. This is what you call a well-placed shot right here, folks. Still see the shape of the broadhead right through the lobe of the lung. That's why this bear went 30 yards and died. We're done. We're gonna wait in the other guys, see what happens. Lots of pictures hitting the group chat, so you never know what's going to happen around that fire later tonight. The stories we'll hear.
So we have 4 baits, and we had 5, 6 shooters, and it's just absolute insanity. Bear everywhere. Everybody's looking at cell phones, looking at footage on their cameras. It's just amazing.
So Mark shot his second bear, Jeremy obtained his first bear, and when everybody else got back to camp later that night, the details started to trickle in. You know, you don't want to spill the beans right away. It's more fun to let it delay and play out a little bit. But eventually we found out that 2 miles from where Mark and I were sitting, Ron and Rick had a double play. Ron shot his second bear in as many years with a great shot, and a short while after that, Rick anchored what would be the biggest bear of the weekend with another perfect shot on camera right through the engine room from his trusty crossbow. 4 bear in one night. That's a pretty good hunt.
There he is. That is a nice black bear. Look at that. Congratulations again, man. That is a nice bear.
Give us a 5-second story. What happened?
Rick took me out. We hunted day.
All day.
I did not.
Nice bears. Nice bears. You guy. Bear me. Bear me. Thanks for having us out here. This has been another amazing season, one for the books. And I can't wait to see what that guy back there does with all this footage. He's got his work cut out for him. So on behalf of Bloodline Adventures, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Roll the footage.
Gonna have a whole episode just on baiting this year. Bad kitty. Bad kitty.
Got a little bear camp.
This is camping, you know.
The Oilers are playing tonight.
Battle of Alberta. You gotta do it. Oh no!
Beautiful blonde at the other bait.
Well, we're coming in to have lunch, man. Oh, Rock's here.
Coming in at lunch.
Yeah.
Did you bring lunch? Well, get back out there then.
You ready for more? Looks like you're ready for war.
Bryce decided to take some spicy goose jerky and rub his eyeball all over.
Oh, don't do that!
If we rewind time a couple hours here, she did see one at the last bait when we filled up. For briefly for a second.
But if it's not on camera, it didn't happen, remember?
No, I deleted it. Got it.
A plank full of 4 hunters.
Forgot my hat. Cut! A couple old boys, I guess we still know how to get her done, eh?
I guess so.
You got your tag on you?
Yeah, right here.
Perfect.
Put that baby on.
Yeah. Oh, that's not gonna work.
What do you mean it's not going to
You got a black bear tag, man.
What?
You need a yellow bear tag. It's very ironic. The 2 paramedics are.
No playing around, man. We got work to do.
I know, right?
Run for another 12 years or so.
Yeah, we're going from first to hell yeah.
What's he doing, bud?
I gotta fit it all in the cooler and it's not fitting.
So this one's for you, Dad. Hope we have a good year.
You had any idea the amount of insanity that's happened the last few hours? This day and age.
You get nervous under there? Black furry things don't fare too well around here.